I mean, I look at it really three ways. The first one is when organizations are moving to an application or migrating to an application that's residing on cloud. I mean, you touched on some of the key things that people need to consider. If you're going to move to a cloud application, are you moving the right data? Are you moving quality data? It's not just picking up a system and moving it to the cloud.
Right.
You want to make sure that you do the analysis and that you're not creating bad quality data. So what Informatica does in that respect from a migration perspective is offer data integration in the cloud. So if you have a cloud application that's in the public environment, you can connect to it using a cloud data integration technology, build in your data quality rules before you migrate the data into the new application. The second part is around utilization. The enemy before was utilization, server utilization, and the whole value proposition of cloud technology is to maximize your infrastructure utilization. And before it was almost like a bad game of Tetris where you had a lot of open blocks and people weren't using technology that you were paying for. Right? And with technology like application retirement, data archive, you can actually take those empty blocks and fill them up with data that's very consolidated, very compressed, but still accessible and available. So you're really getting much better utilization. The third part that you mentioned was the chargeback. I think what cloud has brought to the government agency is a much better way to measure the utilization. Before, people were looking at, as you mentioned, power being consumed by the data center, but not having the level of granularity at the application level. When you look at things like data warehousing or reporting, when you're feeding data into these large servers, you have a much better idea of how much is being consumed by those servers. You have a much better assessment of what that data is costing an organization. So you can actually put dollars on a query. So how much does this query cost, or how much does this analytics project cost? And we wouldn't be able to provide that kind of chargeback metric without cloud technology. So there's really a lot of benefits that we're seeing at the data layer.